Now, this isn't a video where I'm expressing remorse or sympathy for the Justin character, but something that happened in the last episode really got me to thinking about the whole, not even a relationship, but whatever Justin and Jeffrey have going on. I don't even know what to call it, but I think I might title this video "Is Jeffrey leading Justin on, or has Jeffrey been leading Justin on?" Now, we all know that this dude is crazy, obsessive, and ridiculous. The lengths he's gone through to get Jeffrey to be his man. I mean, Jeffrey even asked him in the last episode, like, "What am I to you?" And it's like, "You're mine." And Jeffrey's like, okay, so you still say that I'm yours even after I told you not to, and I'm not. And then in the next episode preview, Landon's talking with Jeffrey on the phone. He's saying, "I always love Wyatt." And then Justin's like, "I'll kill the both of you before he can have you. And it's all because I've given up so much to be with you." And then Jeffrey's like, "Well, yeah, I know how much you've given up for me because you keep reminding me of it." So Jeffrey, it even goes back to when David's talking with Jeffrey in the interrogation room. Was like, do you love this man? It's like, I don't know. I like him. And it's like, David knows that he's an abusive man. And then Jeffrey's like, "Well, I can help him." And now that I think about it, Jeffrey being the fixer-upper, like attempting to get Justin some help and to fix him, if you will, is kind of like, Veronica assuming that she can fix what's wrong with her son because, she doesn't believe that he's gay. So it's interesting to look at the dynamics of Jeffrey, because you have, on the one hand, his father who is in a abusive or a toxic relationship, and then you have his mother who pretty much doesn't see the truth or accept the truth when it's right in front of her eyes because she feels she can fix it. So now that I think about it, both of them together molded Jeffrey into the person he is today. That is a very good observation. And I mean, Jeffrey is pretty much passive, just like his father, letting other people walk all over him. So yeah, there's that too. But when you look at the foundation of it, remember that Candace was the one that sent Justin after Jeffrey to begin with, because after the whole Quincy Maxwell murder, Jeffrey and Candace were just scrambling, figuring out what to do. And I think Pearl was the one that was just calling her son to come move the car that was parked in front of her house on the sidewalk. And Jeffrey dug into pockets to get the keys from Quincy's. Digging through Quincy's pockets to get the keys. And I think it was Quita's car, actually. I think. And he drove the car away. And that's when Candace was telling Jeffrey that, "Oh yeah, my friend, he's a little, we were drinking together because he's upset. His parents freaked out when he told him that he was gay." So I think that Candace knew from the start that Justin was gay. And that's when Justin followed Jeffrey, pulled him over, was taking him to jail for a DUI, then took him to the back of the cop car and was, verbally harassing him until he got a call on his from the station to go to another site for an arrest or something like that, or an accident. And then from there, Jeffrey was talking with Candace about how this cop is, coming after him. And that's when Candace told Jeffrey to use this cop to their advantage to get off the murder. But then she found out that Jeffrey gave Justin too much information about his like first, last name, his life, the problems going on. So really, Candace was pissed off because Jeffrey got too close to his mark. And then from there, that's when things just started spiraling out of control. Justin being over territorial, being super jealous. And then every time those two got together, Jeffrey and Justin would have a moment. And I guess you could say now we could just title them Jeffrey's moment of weaknesses. But then after sex, Jeffrey would just leave the room or something like that and just say that I'm not your man or anything like that. So in a way, I have to be honest here. Even though Jeffrey it was no excuse for how Justin was treating Jeffrey in jail, like putting him in a sleeper hold, taking him to the back interrogation room countless times. And even when Jeffrey's like resistant, when he started getting kissed on the neck, he would kind of give in. So it seems that even though Justin has been over the top aggressive, Jeffrey has these moments of weaknesses. So it's not until after they finish doing what, they do, that Jeffrey's all like, "Hey, you know what? I don't belong to you. Leave me alone, Justin. Go back to your wife," and stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't look too good for Jeffrey in terms of, the way he's been treating Justin. Like, again, I think that Justin is the one that's been over the top, but at the same time, Jeffrey hasn't stepped up and put it into it because, to be honest, he probably likes what's going on, but doesn't want to admit it. He knows that it is a bad situation, but he doesn't want to be a part of it. Then he tells Justin to get help, and he can't be the guy to do it because, of the feelings between the two. So that actually makes sense from a professional standpoint. But then you look at the more recent episode where he purposely used Justin as a tool to screw around Veronica to get her to go away. And yeah, it's really crazy. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, that even though Justin is way too extreme, do you think that Jeffrey has been leading Justin on this entire time? So share your thoughts on this whole thing between Jeffrey and Justin, and we'll get the conversation going below. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll talk to you soon.